I think there's a fad in this case where a notion is being presented clinically that people are being charged for that they ought not be. I have many reasons for this, especially after having taken the program. And, well, I have a lot to say about it. At the same time, I'm glad that it's just a fringe. Hi, I'm Dr. Charles Boulet. I've been an advocate for vision rehabilitation since the day I was introduced to the concept. Now, formerly, I was a student of neuroscience, neuropsychology, then an educator through studying pedagogical technique, educational psychology, and curriculum design, instructional design, a variety of concepts in that vein, okay? And so my background is academically neurosciences and education and definitely psychology, neuropsychology, but later on heavy emphasis in technology. And so I have a strong background in IT and different technology platforms in security and elsewhere. And so my background is varied. I have a strong background in optics as well. I'm a photographer. Anyway, I've touched a lot of domains in my years studying different things, humanity and the human machine. And when I was introduced to vision rehabilitation and the whole notion of behavioral optometry at Pacific University in the years that I was there, it opened up a whole new world to me, and it made me realize that as an educator I was missing many important elements that kids would sometimes struggle for reasons that you could correct easily. Vision rehab has benefits to child development, definitely, to learning difficulties, no doubt, but also importantly to the world of traumatic brain injury and evolutional brain injury and deficits in visual function as a result of disease. It's an important domain. It's something I'm a strong advocate for and in. It's a world I work in continuously. I train occupational therapists through my instructional work. And I develop resources online at visionmechanic.net, a project that I continually work on and release new content for. That said, it bothers me a little bit that occasionally you get a group, let's call it a faction, where professionally ideas are introduced as vision rehab concepts that could not be further removed from proper vision rehab that should be and is being conducted in clinics. And now, there's a number of examples that we can seek to demonstrate this. For example, the notion that I think there's sometimes an idea that there's nothing such as a learning disability, a reading disability, that really these all relate to vision and visual function, and if only you can properly develop vision in a case in a child, for example, that child would no longer have a vision or a reading or a learning disability. Well, of course, this is complete nonsense. Elsewhere, you have the world of the so-called College of Syntonic Optometry. Now, recently I had the opportunity to complete their Syntonics 101 program. I've written about this, and you can find my blog on visionmechanic.net. It's Syntonics, an Introduction. It covers some of the key points, but again, it's an element, a small group who have garnered some kind of interest in optometry and in behavioral and rehabilitation optometry, and I think unfairly so. I think there's a fad in this case where a notion is being presented clinically that people are being charged for that they ought not be. I have many reasons for this, especially after having taken the program. And, well, I have a lot to say about it. At the same time, I'm glad that it's just a fringe, that it's not in popular use. And I would suggest, by the way, that if anyone ever offers you syntonic phototherapy for whatever ails you, regardless if it's a learning issue or strabismus, amblyopia, I'm going to suggest that you save your money and talk to an operator, a vision rehab specialist who does not offer those services. They're more likely to be trustworthy, reliable in what they're offering, as well as more accurate in potential outcomes. There are never any guarantees in therapy, even for myself. When I engage in therapy with a client, I engage in techniques, procedures that I'm pretty sure are going to work, but I will not rely on faith to make that happen. My client needs to see the benefit from anything that I do, but more importantly, for anything that I charge them for. Now, with respect to Syntonics and other fringe notions in rehab optometry, well, I can address those more in videos that will follow. I don't want to spend too much time on it because, well, not a lot of people are doing it, and I don't believe it's a trend that will last, because ultimately science needs to prevail and clinical outcomes need to prevail. The only reason why I would say anything is because for myself and my colleagues that practice responsible rehab therapy with our clients, we know that we get results and we don't have to base it on faith, not faith alone. We have faith in what we do, but we have a lot more than that to back it up when we're dealing with, for example, amblyopia, strabismus, certainly some cases of strabismus, because in some cases there is no other solution except for surgical intervention. But assisting in TBI, brain injury, and in learning cases, we very frequently have good results. It doesn't or shouldn't cost a lot of money, and it shouldn't involve some kind of voodoo. That said, I will have more to say on these topics down the road. I'm going to encourage you to check out other videos, other articles at visionmechanic.net, as well as on YouTube under the same name, under Vision Mechanic. And you can also check out the recent video on the candle meditation, which is absolutely appropriate for children and teenagers, adolescents. Okay, there's a lot to talk about here, and I want to keep you on track, make sure that you're getting the right information because you need it. And there's no room for nonsense in this game of vision rehabilitation. I want to thank you for taking a couple of minutes to watch this video, and I look forward to seeing you soon at Vision Mechanic.